What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about, could tapes be the future of music? I like the title that I saw for that video. Gosh, I already forget the name. But I'll leave a link in the description below, and you should definitely watch that video. It was really good. I had different points about tapes being the future of music as opposed to being the past. I kind of saw the phrase mixtape being used a lot. Let's just be honest. Like, rappers always use that, right? And what that phrase actually means is backing tracks on a tape. What do? Mostly backing tracks. So it's like, this tape thing sounds cool, right? And then you sort of feel unappreciated too when people don't, they talk about how they rap over mixtapes, but then they don't really want to talk about who made the mixtape. A lot of the time it's just about, I was so good at rapping that I did this over a mixtape. It's almost like they're spitting on it too, and then you're like, is this good or bad? I'm not really sure. And then some of my favorite stuff, like the old Wu-Tang stuff, that was pretty much made off mixtape type of loops, very loopy stuff like I do. And over the years, I started to realize with the tapes thing, yeah, it was the sound quality that phased it out, because it kind of has a fuzz noise, and that hurts your recording, okay? But there's an upside to that. The tape sounds best on the tape, the original tape. A tape to a tape doesn't sound as good, and this is what we did in the 80s. Like, we used to take a tape and tape it to another tape. We did the same shit with our skateboard videos. I edited my whole video VCR to VCR and just pressed record at the right times. And it was pretty sketchy. I wish I could find it. But anyways, the tape thing was a little bit piracy. That was the beginning of that shit, You would listen to the radio and turn record on to your blank tape, keep listening to the radio, turn record on, and you would build a mixtape. Well, that's a different type of mixtape. That's a mixtape of finished songs. A real mixtape is actually backing tracks for rappers to rap across. Rappers that don't play instruments, maybe they just rap, and so that's where I think mixtapes are kind of cool, is that the culture has accepted these because they work. A lot of people will have a tape player in their car if they have a shitty car, A lot of rappers probably have shitty cars. These things go hand in hand. Let's talk about how it protects your music, okay? Now, in our digital age, there's a lot of different problems with that. That's why I never really uploaded any of my shit. And probably still won't. When you put it on, the algorithm can take it, okay? You put it up on the internet, gets taken away and put through the different gears of other people's ideas of what they can do with it. And you'll see DJ Payne's video, DJ Payne 1, he made a video today about how producers aren't getting paid for their copyrighted music being uploaded by AI and generating stuff that they're making money off of without paying the producers. Hey, it's just a reality, and a lot of the times you don't realize that whatever platform you're uploading to, they sell the entire platform to another company. But what company is that? It's a music rights company a lot of times. So they're doing something with it, even if they don't really sell physical copies of your stuff. If you gave it away and they could stream it and you gave them the rights to stream it, it's not really, you gave it away, okay? The tape, you can't just take my tape and put it up. It's gonna sound like shit. You're gonna need the real tape. You know what I mean? You do. You need the real fucking tape. You can't really just fucking take my tape and fuzz it across the internet. They don't even want that shit. They call that low sonic quality. Yeah, good. Don't take it then. And with the right instruments, then you could actually come across clearer on a tape, and the tape can accentuate your mix to sound like a tape, which people like. Other things about the tape. You could do this shit at home, okay? They had these consoles where you could put like 4 mono inputs into it. You could play all the instruments. Maybe I had a drum machine playing across one layer. You plug that mono in. I'm playing on a fucking keyboard. I plug that shit in. And then I got a sequencer. I plug that shit in. You actually perform and do that shit on the tape, okay? Now that sounds pretty legit, doesn't it? You know, you get a microphone, you plug that into the mono too. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you could actually perform your song legitimately, and this can go back to being a virtuosic thing, believe it or not. And you put it on the tape can be decorated with all kinds of decals. You could even put a digital download in the tape, so if they wanted a better sound that didn't sound like a tape, they could have it without uploading it to a platform that's stealing it, you know?